Welcome to another Executive Mindset. If y'all think I'm gonna get on here and disrespect a man that has already passed and gone from this earth, yeah, this is not what this is about at all. Condolences to the family of image consultant, relationship guru, popular YouTuber Kevin Samuels that passed the morning of May 5th. And as tragic as his sudden death was, what was much more tragic to witness is the amount of women and surprisingly some men taking pleasure in it. Like, I didn't watch his shows consistently, but I chimed in here and there on occasions. And when some of his talks went viral, of course, I was up on that too. People can have their own opinions about what he stood for and talked about with the ladies on his show, but you can't deny his boldness and honesty. A lot of what Kevin Samuels said was either said by most men behind closed doors or things we've said before, but wasn't taken seriously. Many women despised that he was making a fortune off what they call attacking other women and giving relationship and general life advice. Kevin Samuels was that medicine you hated to take as a kid because it tastes so nasty, but at the end of the day, it got you feeling much better and faster than taking the other kinds of medicine that tasted good. His shows were the definition of the truth hurts. What's not being talked about enough, in my opinion, are the droves of women that were willing to come on his show and air out their own business for the world to judge. He was basically reacting to the information they were telling him. I will say he was super blunt in how he communicated, which for me was a good thing in a sense, because he was creating his own lane. And because in this society we live in now, in protecting our women has gone too far that too many of us are willing to beat around the bush or sugarcoat things for the sake of sparing feelings, which will not help in the long run and living a comfortable lie instead of taking the hard truth. The women that are happy he died and screaming karma just exposes even more what he's been saying for the past year and a half. Those women aren't happy and secure in themselves and more than likely can't keep a man, or if they do have a man, he's so frustrated and miserable, he's probably already has an exit strategy mapped out. In the cancel culture we live in, I'm sure the fact that Kevin Samuels was creating a huge platform from quote unquote attacking black women infuriated many women of color because the more they disliked him, the bigger he got. What's crazy is that he couldn't have created such a big platform without the support of black women, who were the majority of his guests. Do I think you should talk to your wife like Kevin Samuels talked to these women? Nah, I wouldn't suggest that. I wouldn't say that at all. But to me, that's what made his platform unique, because he wasn't talking to these women from a spousal point of view, so to say. He was more talking from a practical, like mentor, like 1 + 1 = 2 point of view. Same things a lot of men have said or thought. If a young lady is not as attractive or not making a good amount of money, don't expect to settle down with someone with the looks and status of a Idris Elba or Usher. As with anything, there are exceptions to every rule, but in general terms, this is accurate and has been accurate. Unfortunately, we don't live in a world where looks and status are irrelevant. And Kevin Samuels was simply pointing out that instead of shooting for a status 10 and you're a status 5, shoot for a 6 or a 7, or try to get yourself to a status 10. So then you can now attract the vibe you already are. This makes the most sense to a lot of men, but plenty of women get offended because the messenger is not who they want it to be. A woman by the name of April Mason is the softer, diluted version of Kevin Samuels, but she makes a good living as well by spreading what she calls feminine energy and allowing a man to be the man. She gets way less criticism because she is a black woman. So the attacking black woman thing gets shut down quick because she's actually one of them. People like this couldn't make the living they do if there wasn't an audience or clientele to hear what they have to say. The woke media and Me Too society wants us to think the majority of people hate these type of people, but in reality, they're way more in high demand than given credit. So the people that can sleep better at night, throw undertone shade, or troll better on social media because Kevin Samuels has passed are just as dead inside as he is right now. And who knows, the karma you speak of maybe showing up on your front lawn next.